did you know that what makes your food go down really, really well? Laughter.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I mean,
laughter
digestion.
makes your food go down really well. There's a brand spanking new South African play called Ask Walter that puts a special genre of comedy into the spotlight. Of course, theatre boffin Thenji went behind the scenes to see how this comedy of errors makes the perfect after-dinner show on stage this month.
Stand-up is not the only genre of comedy that we South Africans are really good at. Shows like Is Good Is Nice really built our appetite for a genre called the comedy of errors. And while we have plenty of it on our TV screens, there's a fantastic show called Ask Walter that brings the genre to life in its original form, on the stage.
Written by young film and theatre duo Amy Goldsmith and Zian Tuli, Ask Walter celebrates a genre made famous by Shakespeare and the Three Stooges, with a contemporary South African twist.
Ask Walter is about a psychology dropout student who landed his own TV show by some miracle. He started off on YouTube and got picked up by a producer, Jade, who lands up being his love interest in the show. He's a loving man, a caring man. He doesn't quite fit into that hyper world of television, and especially live television.
The show happens right in the middle of TV land, but the audience is no stranger to screens. So how have you incorporated the stage versus the screen, and how does that interact?
So the audience are the live TV show's audience. That's how we treat them. We don't treat them as a theatre audience. There is no fourth wall per se. So there's audience interaction. The audience get called up to ask Walter a question. Because of the monitors, like you would have in live television, they can see themselves on screen. So they can choose different ways of viewing the story on stage, which can also, in a way, manipulate what they're watching, what they're seeing, and how they're choosing to understand what's going on.
Tricky situations worsened by lust and mistaken identity, hallmarks of the comedy of errors genre.
It's great to see new stories being told where we're moving away from the apartheid struggle, which was really important for so long to tell, but our generation needs to tell our own stories now.
What's lovely about this play is that everyone can relate to a moment or a situation as opposed to an ideology of the play. So it's going to be fun, and people are going to come out feeling, wow, I can relate.
The one thing that's always made theatre that much more special than television is the fact that it's an immersive experience. So because this is the kind of play where you can take part, booking your ticket strategically is key. I would suggest, if you want to be a part of the action, book in the front rows or on the sides so that coming in and coming out doesn't distract other audience members. If you do like the bigger picture, however, book from the middle towards the back. And on behalf of audience members everywhere, please keep your cell phones off.
With anticipated audience interaction, each performance demands energy and improvisation from the cast.
What I love about working with this ensemble is firstly that everyone is so talented in their own right that I've been in stitches a lot of the time in rehearsals and through a process of improvising that we did to rework the script. And I think the comedy is very of the time, you know, so I think everyone will very easily click, and there's some wonderful South Africanisms in it, which are special.
For us, it's really fun to play the slapstick. Like, rehearsals is a ball, like playing the fool with these guys. But at one point we decided, okay, now we must make sure that the audience like us as well.
It's dynamic, it's fresh, it's new. You laugh, but at the same time when you laugh, you leave and you kind of think about it. So I think come see it and have fun.
With all the nonsense unraveling, Ask Walter is the perfect complement to a night out on the square, where you'll experience an interesting twilight zone where the worlds of theatre and television collide. Just like this insert. Hey.